1408 is the other adaptation that I chose, the first one being The Ring, kinda. That was a remake of an adaptation. Anyway, 1408 is based off of a short story written by Stephen King, and out of all the short stories, novels, screenplays, and everything else he's ever written that I've consumed, 1408, the original short story that is, it was, in my opinion, the scariest thing he's ever written. 1408 was a very simple story about a writer who spends nights in famous haunted locations, and then he writes books about them, pretty much as a way of disproving ghosts and, giving his readers a laugh. He comes to a hotel to stay in a specific haunted room. Of course, that's room 1408, but he finds that the room is haunted by something worse than ghosts. Anyway, the movie version stars John Cusack as the writer, and Samuel L. Jackson is the manager of the hotel. The same duo would later reunite for another Stephen King adaptation, Cell. The setup is basically the same. He goes to the hotel, he talks to the manager, who tries in vain to get him to not stay in this room. Not only is the room supposedly haunted, but people who enter it are always in a danger. Even staying in the room for a very small amount of time can have detrimental effects on your mental and physical health, and anybody who has stayed for an extended period of time could go insane. They could lose control of themselves, find themselves suicidal, and if they do survive, they look forward to a lifetime of serious health issues. Cusack's character insists on staying in the room as he doesn't believe in ghosts, but whatever inhabits room 1408, well, they're not ghosts. Calling them ghosts would suggest that they were once alive or that they were once human. As he spends more time in the room, he experiences stranger and stranger things. The issue is that as pants-shittingly terrifying as 1408 was as a short story, it worked because it was short. He goes in, things go nanners, you poop your pants a little, and then it's over. 1408, to justify its runtime as a film, adds quite a lot, and it does this in possibly the worst way ever, by giving us a huge fake-out, tons of needless backstory, and extra characters that don't add much to the narrative or help the movie be more effective at what it's supposed to do, which is scaring you. Maybe 1408 can't work as a film, at least not a feature-length film, or maybe these particular filmmakers in this case severely misunderstood what the story was and what made it good, but what makes the film worse is that it starts out so good, and then it derails massively to pad the length by becoming a character study instead of a horror film. In the end, though, it starts with a load of potential and even ends on a somewhat satisfying way, but the extremely bloated and unnecessary second act hampers the movie and makes it a chore to get through, taking what was a truly terrifying and chilling tale and turning it into a depressingly below-average film. I give 1408 a 4 out of 10.